name is Nonabila Binti Zainal, and this is my group members. Today I will be presenting for the fundamental of computing. So my teams got the second question. IT consultancy provides various ICT courses. For the information of course code and the fee is provided in the question. So we have three main objectives here. The first one, we need to calculate the total fees using function calculate fee. Then we need to calculate the fees after discount using function get discount. And at last, we need to calculate the fees for each person needs to pay if a discount is given to them. For the next slide is for the function. We use three functions for the coding. The first one, function calculate fee, function get discount, and function main. We continue with our flowchart. For flowchart, we input the course code here. There is a condition which is the code must be more and equal to 1 and less and equal to 3. If the code is false, it will print enter available course here, and then it will repeat it until the code is true. So we continue with the code. For the code 1, it will show the fee and name same as code 2 and code 3. After the selection of code, the number of people enrolled will be the next input. There is two conditions of number of people. The first condition, number of people must be at least 30. And the second question, if the number of people more than 50, they will get the 10 discount is applied. If it's false, it will repeat it until it was true. So I continue with the calculation for the fee. This is the calculation for the fee, and at last it will be the fees per person. So it will print total fee, discount, new fee, and fee per person. For the receipt, we use the off string instead of if stream because we want the writing function for the receipt, because we want the in the shape of notepad, and it will end here. For the coding C++, we use the this is the preprocessor directive. For the header file, we use the IOS stream, CMAX, F stream, and IOManip. This is the declaration of variables. The first one, we use int for integer, float for number that have decimal, and string for the sentences. Next, we move to the cout. This is our cout, and it will come out for the output later. We use the dual statement for course and number of people. For the course code, it must be 3 and below for the course code. For the number of people, we need to put the right number, the valid number. If we put the invalid number, it will come out with the number of people should be at least than 30. So we move to this, and as you can see, we use the calculate fee and get discount here. And we also use if as statement for course code and fees per person. As you can see, for iPad for teaching, we use course code 1, course code 2 for MS Office, course code 3 for blogging is fine. Same as well for the fees per person. So if we choose, let's say we choose course code 1, iPad for teaching, so the amount will be 200 ringgit. And if we choose the course code 3, which is blogging is fine, and it's referred to the amount 100 ringgit. This is the calculation for fee. We use the set precision tool because we want the 2 decimal places for ringgit, and also for the discount here. So we continue for the receipt. This is the output for the receipt. As I mentioned before, we use the off stream. This is the calculation for the fee. Calculation for the fee equals to number of people times 200 if we choose the course code 1. If we choose course code 2, the fee will be number of people times 150, and as well for the number for the course code 3. And the discount will be this is the calculation for the discount. Number of people must be more than 50, then the fee will be times with the 0.1 cents, and it will return to discount. So this is the expected output that we get, and this is the receipt in the shape of notepad. So the conclusion, I think that based on this project, we managed to build flowchart according to the given function. Besides, we learn how to use 3 different kind of function, which is main, calculate fee, and get discount. Lastly, I think we have covered several subtopics to fulfill this project, such as coding, loop, flowchart, input and output file. That's all from me. Thank you.